right, Coach. You could just start with your opening statement on today's game.
Well, I thought our guys played the way they were capable of playing today. We were really focused and locked in. We've had a great week of practice. I thought yesterday may have been one of our best practices of the year. And then our preparation was really good. You know, Nick did a tremendous job, of getting the guys to understand what they want to do. And we just played well. I thought the first half was really key. We came out, we played great early. They got a tremendous team. They're very well coached. They're going to win a lot of basketball games. But today was our day, and I thought we did all the necessary things to win the basketball game.
You guys posted a season high in points, and if I'm not mistaken, field goals made. Offensively, just what was working for you guys today, or what do you think led to having the success you guys did on that floor, on that side of the floor?
I think anytime, I think defense always turns into offense, and I thought our intensity level on the defensive end early in the game, I thought in the second half, they really got downhill, and we fouled a lot, and they made a lot of threes. They made 7 of them in the second half, which was not my plan. But they have a really good team. They're talented players, and they can really score and they can shoot. But I just thought today we executed. Part of it is I feel like right now, we've had some practice time. We're starting to really understand our identity and who we are. And the other thing is we've got a lot of guys on the bench right now that can score and they can play. And those guys were ready. They came in today. Elijah and Jalen came in today and played great. Chris Terrell got 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in a huge, crucial moment of the game. And I just thought overall, Kyrie's has been practicing better. He's been playing better, and 4 points, 5 rebounds. Augustine Sear. I just thought everybody was really ready to go today, and we got significant production from a lot of different people. 11 guys played, 11 guys scored.
The first half is where you guys were able to build a cushion and play really good defense. Then they made 8 shots in the first half. Second half, Sam Houston started getting going, but in that first half on defense, what was going on there to help with it?
Yeah, I just thought we did a great job of guarding the ball and keeping it in front, which we had been struggling with. I thought we got back in transition. We only gave them 2 points at half in transition, and we contested pretty well. I think they missed a few open ones, but I thought for the most part we contested all their threes. As far as a cushion, I don't really ever feel like there's a cushion. College basketball, 20-point lead is nothing. You got 30-second shot clock. You got teams that are shooting 33s a game. If you make 10 of them, that's 30 points right there. So, I didn't ever felt like at any point in time it was over. I just thought of our guys. I was really proud of the fact that we didn't scoreboard watch. And we just kind of kept playing. You got to give credit to Sam Houston because they kept playing too. And, again, they're really talented offensively. There's a reason why they're averaging 84 points a game.
Jalen had another good game off the bench with 16 points. Are you thinking about maybe moving him into the lineup soon, or just do you feel like he's better off the bench?
No, I know we lost 3 in a row, but I think right now our lineup is what it needs to be. I think Jalen is really comfortable coming in and doing what he needs to do. That's not, to me, changing lineups are knee-jerk reactions. I think as a coach, an experienced coach, you don't make knee-jerk reactions. I think we're fine where we're at right now. The only lineup change I made was just, starting Chris T at Abilene instead of Gabe, but I was just trying to get Gabe's attention and get Gabe to play the way he's capable of playing.
With conference students that play now starting, where do you guys feel like you guys stack up in terms of the rest of the teams and the rest of the conference that you guys are there?
I got no idea. I just know that we're just trying to come in every day and get our team better. I was really just focused and concentrated on Sam Houston. Got a lot of respect, obviously, for that program, and Coach Mudge, really good coach. I'm really proud of him. He's doing a tremendous job, and he's got a good basketball team. It's hard to stay in a hotel for 3 days and get ready to play. They went straight from Oregon State to here, and that's no excuse, and he's not going to make any excuses, and I'm not making one for him. I'm just telling you it's hard. We did it in Texas. We played in Houston on a Tuesday night and didn't play in Abilene until Saturday, and I thought our guys weren't as good as they needed to be on that Saturday, and I'm sure he thinks his guys today probably weren't as good as they have been. So, we did what we needed to do. We needed to win at home. We needed to win our first conference game. So we're 7-3 now and 1-0.
Could you give me your assessment of Elijah's play today?
Yeah, we all know how talented Elijah is, and Elijah's biggest thing is just Elijah. He's got to get out of his own way. And when he plays the way we want him to play, he's a very talented scorer. Just want him to have a little bit more control of the offense because, at times he's playing the point and he's got to, he's also got to get others involved. And I told him there at the end he had scored like 10 in a row, but he went in that last time and there were like 4 guys standing there, and that's where he's got to learn and grow. He's got to make that pass so that we can get that wide open shot there. But he's come a long ways now, and he's paying his dues right now. He's trying his really hard to buy into the way I want to play, because I've told him and I promised him that if he'll do that, he'll be the best player he's ever been and he's going to win. And I think he wants to do that, and he's told me he wants to do that. So very proud of him. I thought he had a great game today. And when you're playing good as a team, a guy like him who can really, really score, and he gets going in that groove, you call his number. And we called his number like 3 or 4 straight possessions, and he was pretty good.
Obviously you in your Conference USA opener against a really quality Sam Houston team. Just what does this win kind of mean to you guys right now? I know there's still a lot of basketball to be played, but getting the win in your league opener and then knowing how that's kind of set you up for maybe the next month.
Well, I know you know this, and I'm sure that a lot of people that are listening or watching or whatever, they probably are starting to understand this, but how I'm wired is I want to win all 30 games. That's just how I'm wired. So we take every game like it's going to be our last. We try to prepare that way. We want to win them all. I'll say this, we won 6 in a row and lost 3 in a row, and so it felt really good today to get off that three-game losing streak. But more importantly, it felt great to get that game, that's 1-0 now. So we're on that correct side to start conference play. We got 19 tough ones left. Every one of them is going to be a dogfight just like that one was. But I think our guys are, the great thing about our preseason thus far is I think we've learned a lot. We've learned how to win, and we've learned what happens when you don't. And so we got to keep practicing. Our biggest thing is good practices and just focus. Being focused and having good practices normally has been a recipe for success for this group.
Anything in particular that you guys maybe from this game that you guys maybe want to build on, and also maybe just anything that you guys want to improve at from this game?
Yeah, I think you learn win and lose, but obviously it's always great to learn things when you win. And so we see how good we could be offensively, how good we are when we share the ball. We had 13 assists today, 7 turnovers. I mean, that's probably all you can ask for, just turning the ball over 7 times against a good defensive team. So, we shot the 3 pretty well today. We've shown that when we do that, we're a good team. At halftime, we were 12 for 22 from twos. And so I think a lot of that, we had over 50 paint touches today. So we reached a lot of our goals. And, I think when we do that, again, we've shown that we're a pretty good basketball team.
Is the squad going on Christmas break?
Yeah.
What's kind of this next weekend look like for you guys?
So those guys all fly out in the morning. They'll go home. They'll be home on the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, and they all fly back in on the 26th, the morning of, and we'll practice that evening. We'll practice the 26th, 27th, and then we'll play Southwest on the 28th, and then get ready for the rest of conference play. We're excited. I think we let everybody in their locker room just talk a little bit and speak about the first half of the semester, and I think we've really grown as a group. We've matured a lot. I think the other thing is this group understands how special this opportunity is to be a student athlete in college. We're thankful. I want all the guys to go home and really spend a lot of time with their family. Recharge their battery, man. This is a great time to get away and to recharge, think a lot about your family and be with your family. I'm very blessed. I'm blessed to be the basketball coach for the Aggies. My family's blessed. We love the community, and this is not any kind of just how blessed we are. We're all blessed, and my wife is a really happy person right now because she gets to ride in the car tomorrow for 9 hours with a guy that's going to be in a good mood.
That's all.
All right, thanks.
Where you going?
How do you guys feel about the win today?
Sure, it feels great. We've been working real hard in practice all week. We didn't have some ups and downs in our last 3 games, going on the road and losing 3 in a row. So to come back home, see our family, play as a family, feels great.
I'll just say, yeah, like you said, man, it's a brotherhood. So, I mean, it just always feel good to get a win with your brothers, especially at home. We take pride in just taking care of home court. I mean, we got a real big community who come out to support us, so we try to make sure we win all the home games for sure.
What did you guys kind of learn about yourselves today, heading into this game? I think Sam Houston was, the team to beat in this league so far. I know it's still early on, but just what do you think you guys took away from today's game? Elijah, we can start with you.
I would say we learned how to face adversity and bounce back. I mean, we took a couple losses. We refocused. We came in, worked hard in practice. So I just feel like we learned, like, when you work hard and you keep putting in the work like we was doing when we was 6-0, I mean, it goes up there and it shows. So that's what
Jalen?
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. I'll say, like, our identity was kind of lost in the last couple games. So, like, us being able to find our identity back while coming back home and knowing that we gotta do it somehow. Like, we can't just afford to keep losing. Like, no one wants to lose, man. So being able to do that, do it with the family, to listen to everything Coach says, because he's got a lot more years on us. He's seen a lot more basketball. Just preparing with scouts, preparing to practice, eating right, making sure we're on time for everything. Like, that's a big play into us being winners.
Defensively, you guys are well in the first half, kind of trailed off in the second half a little bit, but that first half defense allowed you guys to build up a lead and a big cushion. Just where were you guys at defensively in the first half? What was clicking there in the first 20?
I mean, I would say we know what our team, like you said, our identity is. As our identity is being one of the best teams, if not the best team in the conference. So, I mean, we work hard on a lot of different drills, a lot of different things every day in practice. So we just went out there and did what we always do in practice.
Yeah, same. Touching on what he said, our identity and defense. Coach wants us to be the best and the toughest defensive team in the league. So we got to go into practice and every game thinking like that. Like, we're going to be the tougher team. We're going to be the more solid defensive team. So the first half, I'll say we stayed on that, throwing the first punch, being the one to hit, and it paid out for us.
And then who has said multiple times this season that he really likes the depth that you guys have on the team. We know that you guys go beyond just a starting five or just a couple scorers. Just how you guys feel about that? Just how you feel you guys are from top to bottom in the rotation?
Nah, I said we got a lot of depth. A lot of depth. We got guys who can shoot, guys who can drive, guys who can jump out the gym. So every time that we just be ourselves and everyone uses their own identity, and then we come together to have the identity Coach wants us to have, we play really well.
Both of you guys came off the bench and put up 18 and 16. Just run me through what's going through your mind when you come off the bench. Is this a role you guys like, and just what kind of got into you guys today individually? Jalen, we can start with you.
I'll say the role of coming off the bench is just you still got to help the team. You got to play a part. So everyone has a part to play when they come in the game. So if it has to be off the bench, the first one off the bench, the last one off the bench, I just know I got to go hard and be myself. Yeah, that's how I come.
Elijah?
I just think to come in and just try to make the right plays and just hone in on defense. Honestly, that's my first thoughts when I come in. Just come in, try to make the right plays, and hone in on defense. Do whatever the team needs for us to keep moving forward, being successful.
Where do you guys feel like you guys stack up in Conference USA now that conference play has officially started for you guys?
Can you repeat the question?
So where do you guys feel you guys stack up amongst Conference USA and the rest of the teams now that conference play has officially started for you guys?
So we're going to be the toughest defensive team and the toughest offensive team to guard. So
I say we're going to be one of the top teams in Conference USA as long as we stick to what we've been doing and what's been successful for us, which is playing defense, playing hard, and just playing together.
Elijah, there was a moment of the game where you were just really, getting the ball in the bucket. What kind of led to your success? I know it's a team sport, but just for you to step up in those moments and score the ball, what kind of worked out for you?
I would give a huge shout out to my bigs. They were coming up there making the trail and big be late and stuff, and it just gave me a lot of opportunity, a lot of room to really just, get down to the bucket. And my teammates were shooting the ball well, so it made everything a lot easier on me. The floor was a lot spaced, and I just got to the rim and made some easy layups.
Jalen, just for you guys headed into here with a 3-game losing skid, not playing your best basketball, just for you guys to come back and play a pretty good game of basketball today and against the opponent you guys matched up today. Just what does that kind of mean to you and the team?
It means a lot to me, knowing that the history between Coach Hewitt and Coach Mudge, and just knowing the history between me with Coach Mudge and me with Sam Houston, it meant a lot to be able to come out and get a win for us at our home. This is home.
And then you guys are heading out on Christmas break this week, just to head into the break with a win.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel, and how do you guys kind of guys stay locked in while still enjoying the festivities of the week, Elijah?
I mean, I would say it feels great, but I mean, it's our first. It's one win. We got a long season ahead of us, so I mean, if guys gonna come home, it's always good to be around the family, reset a little bit, recharge a little bit. But just knowing when we come back, I mean, we got to get back to work, and we got a lot more to accomplish.
For both you guys, come off the bench. You guys both did really well coming off the bench this season and today. Is it kind of a thing where you guys like the fact that you kind of see what's going on and kind of get just a view of what's going before going in, and you guys know what to do, or something like?
I'll say that's a big part of it. Like, is realizing our role is that we're on the bench and we're coming off. We have to realize what's going on in the game before. But me and him, we dogs. We like to throw the first punch, so we love to be out there first and throw the first punch, obviously. But this is what Coach got us playing for us, and we just gotta follow the process. Man, the process is important.
Elijah?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I never really get into the starting or coming off the bench. Just try to maximize my minutes while I'm out there. Just try to do whatever the team needs for us to win. And me and Jared talk all the time. I mean, we know coming off the bench, we see how the game's going. We just try to come out there and make an immediate impact. And,
Yeah.
I mean, so I guess you just seen that today.
For you personally, Elijah, you've been at a lot of different places over the years. This is, I believe, your sixth school. Is that right in terms of places? Just how have you adjusted to all that over the years of being in a different place every year, and just how have you tried to translate that in order to become a good member of this team?
Honestly, I would say just being versatile and just trying to be open-minded. Being open-minded is definitely a big one. Like just trying to buy in, trying to understand what we need to do or what I need to do specifically. Like for our team to win, I would say just being open-minded and just trying to get adjusted to whatever coach needs for me to do. Because every coach thinks different and likes to use his players different.
What's been the journey like? Just being at all these types of places, and now you've been around the block.
I've had a crazy journey. A lot of people just see I've been to a lot of different schools. They don't know the real backstory behind it and stuff. So a lot of people be quick to judge. But honestly, it's been tough. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, everybody has a plan. God's plan. And I just try to fulfill whatever.
Be a good story.
That's the story.
Sweet, cool. What are the plans for Christmas, gentlemen?
Spend time with family. I'm from Michigan, so we're in New Mexico right now. So being able to see my family is going to be very, very important to me.
Sweet, Elijah.
Yeah, sure. I just can't wait to spend some time with my family and, just kick back a little bit. And can't wait to see everybody open their gifts that I give them.
Sweet, cool. Both of you guys going home for... That's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet, cool.
Yeah.